And we live, baby.
What's up, everybody? I'm so sorry. Welcome back to the Caution Women at Play podcast. How is everybody doing today? I hope well. Excuse my. I need to collect myself. Okay.
You good?
Yes, I'm okay.
Okay.
I couldn't stop laughing.
We live, baby. Okay, I had to
Oh,
make
I
sure.
heard you.
All right, you want to do the intro or you want me to do it this week?
You can do it this week.
You came in with a laugh. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Caution Women at Play podcast. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Wednesday. We are back with an awesome episode. This time we have the guys joining us. And of course, before I forget, I am one of your hosts, Ashley B, if you didn't know already.
And I am your other host, Miss Kaya or Von Kaya, as you see. Hi,
Woo, woo. So we're ready to get started. We've been so excited this whole week to get this show on and popping for everybody. So we're gonna start introducing the guys so we can get to these questions.
Yes.
My goodness, I'm kind of nervous.
All them questions.
Ready. I'm ready for all these answers. These guys know how to come in and turn up a show.
Yes.
So first we're gonna bring you Will. Will, introduce yourself to the people.
Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, handsome guy named William, a.k.a. Lucky Liam, a.k.a. Billy Saturday, a.k.a. Brad Hampton. I am the host of the Black Love Renaissance podcast. I'm changing the narrative, restoring the feeling, one relationship at a time, weekly on all streaming platforms.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, up next we have Mario.
I am Mario J, host of the At the Sound of My Voice podcast, producer of the Rated Poetic brand, as well as the Channel 82 network. It's good to see everybody.
Whoop, whoop. And up next we have Dre in the building.
Yo, what it do, everybody? This your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels, the host of the 1130 podcast. What's going on with everybody? Appreciate Ashley, appreciate everybody that's joining me here. Thank you guys, man. I'm ready, man. I'm with it. Check out the 1130 podcast each and every week. I'm excited.
All right, and last but not least, I'm pretty sure everybody knows this person. He has been everywhere since the day we stepped on this podcast platform. And his name is Gator, or should I say Booman?
Wait, hold on. You threw me off, Boomerang. Wait a minute, hold on. We can never talk about that. Never talk about that. By the way, hey, it's me, Alligator Aloysius Beta, at your service. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am the co-host of the Dope Discussions with Erica podcast, which you can catch every Sunday at 7:30 Eastern on Facebook and YouTube. And also, I'm the co-host of the most misogynistic podcast this side of North Kakalaki. What's cracking? Down 5 Podcasts. You can find us 11-ish. You know, we on CP time on Saturdays. But yeah, I'm glad to be here. And it's awesome to be here. Y'all caught me mid-swig. Y'all can't be doing that to me, man. I'm trying to alternate between the coffee and the tequila. And, you know, sometimes it can get a little rough.
Oh, all right. We're going to go ahead and get everything started.
The coffee and the tequila.
Right. And not just any coffee. We're talking Death Wish coffee. I showed you guys the label. We're talking about some of that. It's got a skull and crossbones on it. So you know it's got to be good for you, right? Right?
Literally death coffee.
Right.
Oh, goodness.
So today we are going to be tapping into 10 questions that we, the ladies in the group, would like to answer. Last week, we answered questions that men want the answers to. Some of them was a little uncomfortable, but you know, we went there, and now it's on y'all. So let's hop on in.
All right,
Okay.
let's get it.
Don't hold nothing back. We don't judge. We like to hear other people's opinions. So first question. We have, how long are you okay to wait for sex? And does waiting make you respect the woman more?
All right, Gator, what's up?
How cute is she?
Ah,
Like seriously, how okay, so here's the thing with men, right? So we will wait as long as we need to for someone that we feel is a good catch. Now I said cute, but in actuality, what I'm talking about is someone who can actually bring something to the table. So if you're dating, one of these little scallywags out here in the street, you're gonna be like, look, child, it's been like 2 weeks, bro. What's happening? But if it's somebody that, they're established, they got a job, you see they got some ambition with them, you'll say, you know what? It's probably going to be worth the wait. So I'll go ahead and chill for a minute. The longest I would say, though, if y'all haven't had this conversation, if it goes longer than like 6 months, then you probably y'all need to have the conversation. Like, hey, not saying that, oh, I'm trying to jump all over you, but I'm just trying to, make sure that we're on the same page with this thing.
Okay. So does it make you respect the woman more if she makes
if she on some like Steve Harvey 90-day type stuff, then no. But if it's a scenario where she's genuinely trying to get to know me and this is a reciprocated thing, then yeah, I mean it does, she's gonna stick by her morals, and that's good for me.
Okay. All right.
Let's see. Who is our next one? Dre, let's hear your response to this question.
okay. Well, just like my man Gator was saying, it depends on, the woman, and if you with the right woman that you love and is, you're willing to settle down with her and you see a bright future with her, then yeah, how long, to wait don't really matter because, it's going to be great. It's going to be worth it, and, does waiting, respect, the woman more? I say yes. If you wait, she look at you a different way, and if you all rushing and every, month or so, and you saying, yeah, we're going to get it in, she's going to, just think you all about just want to have sex. So, I'll wait.
Okay.
Okay.
I like these answers about the waiting. This is cute. Will, what do you got to say about this?
All right, so I'm gonna answer the second part first. Does waiting make you respect the woman more? I'm gonna respect you the same way how I met you. Period. It ain't got nothing to do with sex. Like if I respect you, I respect you. You want some other shit? I don't fuck with you. But how long am I okay to wait for sex? Under normal conditions, 3 dates. That's it. We adults. You came in the door. Once you met me, you already knew you would have sex with me. So why the fuck are we playing? Why are we waiting so long? You get what I'm saying? If I write the first date and I make it to the second date, you get what I'm saying?
I feel that.
You already all right. The first date is to feel like just to make sure the vibe right. If I make it to the second date, clearly it's a vibe. Now you want to make sure the vibe is real. Third date, yeah, we should be smashing. We adults. I'm 38. Like what? What are we playing for? Like
how long are you gonna stretch these 3 days out? Are they gonna be back to back?
Nah, however long it takes to get to 3 dates.
Monday
It might
ask
take a
you
month.
out, Tuesday ask you out, Wednesday.
Nah, I'm not. No, I ain't doing that. I'm just saying, under normal circumstances, 3 dates should be like what, a month and a half?
Okay, that's understandable.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't
wow, like a month and a half. Whoa.
shit going on, brother. So I'm just saying.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what though? It depends on what you call a date. If I come by there and I'm bowling or something, yeah, we gonna go bowl, all that kind of stuff. That's a date. If I cook dinner for you, that's a date. Just we just gotta reclassify what we consider as dates. If I meet you at Circle K and we gonna just go ahead and get us a little icy or whatever, during your lunch break, we had a lunch date. So that does count as 3 days.
Hey, look, my best friend told me a long time ago, a date is only eating and getting to know each other at the same time. That's a date.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hey.
Mario, I'm so curious to know what you have to say, if it's similar, the same. Where are you at with this?
Basically for me, It depends on what precedents we set. If we come into this thing and I'm introduced to you and you basically tell me, okay, well, this is where I am, which most of the time before you get in a relationship and you're just dating, a lot of people are afraid to put everything on the table in the beginning because they don't know what the other person's going to think. So if you put it on the table that, hey, this is where I am when it comes to sex, not only is that showing me that you're being realistic about what could possibly be expected, you're letting me know, hey, this is where I stand. So later on, I'm not asking you, okay, well, where did this come from? Because sometimes you could start off with it and then you kind of die off from it. As far as the respect, the way I was raised, I mean, you're going to get respect regardless. Sex does not set a premise or precedent for respect in the first place. As a woman, you're going to be respected regardless. So when it comes to sex, it's all in how you present yourself, which is what's going to determine whether or not you're going to get that respect in itself. Am I going to want it? Yes. So this is not a fully intelligently prolific answer. Yes, I'm going to want it. But if you set the precedent first, that's going to give me the notion that, okay, well, let me explore more about this. There's a chance we could really be compatible, which later on down the line could make the sex incredible.
Okay.
Y'all know what I think about this question. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. Oh, so many people talk about like waiting, and like Steve Harvey has the whole book situation and it's like 30-day.
Sorry, I'm a talker.
I genuinely feel like you're like, yeah, if you're just running around any and everybody, sure, I understand why not waiting can seem so like, damn, you ain't just giving a second thought at all. But when it comes to like waiting, I feel like if you're really connecting with somebody and y'all kicking it cool, chilling, and like Mario said, set the print, like set how you feel about stuff like that. I feel like somebody who's on the same page as you is gonna rock with you regardless. I mean, sex is just sex. Sex is just sex to me. So hey. Shouldn't determine all the others all the time.
Right. Like I don't set a waiting period. It's just if it happens, it happens because the connection was there. If it doesn't, it just doesn't.
That's it.
And I can't just say it's just things because sometimes I like to have a connection there before I just do it. But you know, most times it is at some given point where it's like, all right, we're here. Let's go ahead.
And it's like it's no like real rules. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm not setting no 3-month waiting period for every person I would talk to. Like I'm dealing with you and accordingly, and I deal with you accordingly.
Right. Y'all got some good answers. I like this already. So we ready for question number 2?
Let's do it.
Is it really hard for a man to commit? Why or why not? Who's first?
Will, taking a sip of your beer.
Shit, I hate to speak for a vast majority of people, but I'm gonna say no. It's not hard for a man to commit. It's hard for a boy to commit, not a man. A man know what he want. If he want that, then he gonna do it. If not, yeah, he gonna be on some fuck shit. As simple as that.
That was very simply put.
Very and well put. I like it, like the bluntness. They wanted you to answer that again. I hit the draw button and it redrew Will say.
Yeah, run it back one more time for the people.
Right? Mario, what do you have to say about question number 2? Answer that again. I hit the draw.
I don't think it's hard for a man to commit. I think as far as anybody goes, commitment starts where, you know, you're comfortable with yourself. A lot of people, before they actually decide they're going to try to pursue anyone or allow somebody in their space, they don't take the time to actually understand what really is important to them. They don't take the time to figure out who they are, what they want, what went wrong in the last relationship. And there's a lot of damage that's been created if you were the person who either got hurt or lied to and those kinds of things. So it's really hard to even bring yourself to want to move forward, let alone try to commit to something when now you're trying to refigure how to, I guess, better approach a situation when one, you see bullshit, like the guy, you know, like my guy was saying, he was like, you don't want to get into a situation where this person is really about their own agenda and it turns into some fuck shit. And now you got into this situation where you thought you could trust someone, but you really hadn't taken the time to kind of build that radar. And sometimes we go into a situation with the wall still up, and you can't go into a situation with the wall still up. If you're not ready, you're not ready. You got to step back and understand who you are, what you want to do, and realize, okay, well, he or whoever, they may not be ready for you, let alone you ready for them. Everybody just dives in when it's not even time for it. You got to let it cook a little bit more.
I agree.
Let that saute a little bit.
Okay.
I like it.
We have Dominique Cornell in the building. What's up, girl? Hey.
Hey,
Had to go check the comments real quick.
Shout out to Dominique. What's up? What's up?
All right, who's answering next?
Oh,
Somebody's getting a call.
Dre, my man Dre, what's up? Tell us.
Like how my man was just saying, it go both ways. If you've been hurt in the past, then yes. But if not, if that wasn't you, then it's really not hard to commit. You know who you love, and you know who you want to be with, and you know what you want to do. But for example, if you've been hurt in the past, it takes some time to get over it and move on, and you want to focus on yourself and stuff. But if you like a woman, you dig her, it's not really hard. If both of y'all see eye to eye and y'all like what's going on, then it's not hard.
All right. Well, quick question while we got this little break. Well, you know what? I'll let Gator answer first.
So, like what my boy said earlier, though, when he said for boys, yeah, for men, not really, but we talking about grown-up people. Like, we talk about men who actually had a head on together. They know what they want out of life and all that kind of stuff. It's not hard for them to commit at all. A lot of times women will say, well, I can't find no man that want to commit to me, blah, 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 blah. But a lot of times the reason you can't find that is because men don't find you somebody to commit to. So the truth of the matter is, a lot of the women who say that online, they not prepared to be in a real committed relationship with a man. I mean, guys, we are pursuers. So if we're not pursuing you and we're not saying, okay, I want this from you, I want that from you, then there's a problem there. I'm talking about with grown-up men. Now, the little boys that's running around and all that kind of stuff that just want to jump up and down on top of you, that's a completely different story.
Okay.
Well then. Okay.
Hold on, I gotta give him that horn for that. I'm sorry, I gotta give him that.
Man, I love the air horn.
Okay.
So you want to take a quick rest moment, best friend?
Yes, I had a question. Like I'm trying to figure out how I want to ask. Well, okay, I'm just gonna ask it because I'm pretty blunt myself too. So why is it harder? I'm not gonna just say why is it harder, but most of the time it's a lot harder for men to resist temptation outside of the relationship than it is for a woman. Like, I just need one answer. Why? What's up, Will?
You got it.
All right. So what I've noticed is, and a lot of people don't understand this, but when you coming from single life and getting into a relationship, it's like once women smell a woman on you, they want you. I don't know what it is. Y'all be so fucking territorial. I don't know what the hell it is, but as soon as a dude get in a relationship, women come out the woodwork. Man, you always had a crush on you, and if you a dude that's not really getting that type of attention from women, you gonna crack because it's like, damn, I couldn't even do this when I was single. Like, where was y'all at?
You know what happens is that females will see a man, they will see another woman with a man, and then that maybe they couldn't see the potential in that man initially. And then whenever they see that man with somebody else, they're like, oh, so he is capable of it. Wow. They get like shocked. And then women can be bold, catty creatures. Let's just keep it real. They can be some bold, catty creatures. Women will try you just to see if they can. Like, just to see, like, oh, I can still get if I want it. And it's like, wow.
Yeah, so that's like, so it's almost like penis. It's almost like penis envy, like women envy other penises. Like, oh, she got that penis now. Let me go ahead.
A little bit. And then,
That is exactly what it
if
is.
they see the guy treating them well or going out with them on dates, being exclusive in general, like sometimes guys can seem so hard to lock into a situation that when they get a female locks them in, they're like, what? Mr. Player get locked out? How
For
this
real.
happen? And they're like, what?
For real.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but we
who made the joke when they say a man that talked to his homeboy be like, damn, yo, you got a good woman, I need to find one like her. But a woman be like, damn, you got a good man, I need to get him.
Okay.
yeah.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
over in the comments, Dominique said, ooh, dang, Gator, she's not the one.
Maybe not.
Miss
You
Hawk
know?
said all men started rubbing their chins when Kaya said women can
All
be
right.
petty.
I noticed that too. Everybody's, yeah.
Y'all know. Y'all already know. Women can be
It's
happy.
true.
Just saying. And it's
Oh.
women can be like cocky, just like like
Very,
I
like-
appreciate it.
Just like they like to say, men are such predators. They love to prey on us. We're the same way. I'm not gonna lie. We're the same way. I've done it before. Being honest, I've done it before.
And women be worse. Y'all don't got no game with
For
it. Y'all
real.
play for the throat. From slick talk you know what I'm saying? Women just like, I want that dick. What it is?
For real. They be like damn cheaters. You know what I'm saying? You be out on the prairie, they just stalk you. You're like, I got you. They go straight for the junkie.
It's just I want that dick. Give it here. Like
For
damn.
real.
Women
Ma'am?
or shamelessly, like just no shame in their game at all, stalk you and tell you about it and be like, I'm FBI on you. They don't care.
Okay.
I will find y'all. You're like, how? Don't worry. Damn.
And they will find you too. They got a particular set of skills.
All right, Ashley, you ready for
All right.
question 3?
All right, question number 3. Do you think your life ends when you get married? Who we got?
Mario
Uh-oh.
is first with that one.
The mystery man.
I absolutely think not. I say this. When you get married, the biggest thing about getting married is you make a decision how you want to live the rest of your life. And just as in any other relationship, what you want to do is figure out what you want to do with your life again, from dating to moving forward with a person. And I've always lived by this philosophy. You know, who can I trust my money on the table with? And that money could be a metaphor for anything. If I can trust you to hold my money for me, if I can trust you to make sure that anything from my credit to anything else is in the best position that it needs to be, not just for you, but for me. And I'm a creative. Anybody who's listened to my podcast knows that I have the utmost respect for women and everything about a woman. I was raised by a great woman. So when I get married, I'm looking at, you know, how we can do these things together. You know, I feel like any place I've never been, I can go there for the first time with you. Any place I want to go that I've already been, I feel like we can do these things and make some like phenomenal things happen. You know, I'm a big supporter of you. You're a big supporter of me. And we had this conversation beforehand about who has kids. My thing is, you know, I know what I believe in, and I won't get into that much, but I'll say this, you know, you're always supposed to put your spouse first based on what I believe in. So when you do that, that's already with the understanding that you both are taking care of the kids. You both are taking care of the house. So when I put you first, we already have this other stuff out of the way. So when I leave the house, I don't have to worry about who's going to worry about me. I don't have to worry about what friend is going to be there. So honestly, when you make the decision to get married, I feel like that's another chapter of your life beginning.
Okay, I like that right there.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a good answer.
A damn good answer. And shout out to your mama.
Okay, I was just about to say I have to say that.
Hey, skip me if I'm next. I don't want to go behind that.
Dre is up next, so we want to hear what you think.
Okay. Do I think your life ends? Absolutely not. I think another chapter, just like my man was saying, I think another chapter in your life starts and begins, with the one you choose to settle down with and, spend the rest of your life with, to get to know, and build new memories with and stuff. But I don't think your life ends, when you get married. It's just, they say marriage is a whole different dynamic. So I think, when you get into that marriage with that person, it's just, you got to be ready for everything. And, you just can't be willing to give up on that person. I had Gator on my podcast. We were talking about marriage and sex and stuff. So, just like how he was saying, you got to love the person that you with and that you choose to marry with to the day you die. You got to love that person. You can't give up on that person. So, no, I don't think it ends. It's just a whole new chapter. And, hopefully it's a beautiful chapter, the person you choose to marry.
Okay.
Oh, you guys were so sweet with this answer.
Aren't they? Okay. I thought y'all gonna give us some ruthless stuff.
Okay.
I see Will down there shaking his head.
Gator. What do you think?
Boomerang.
Oh man, come on. Now, so I mean, I'm reminded of that song, "You are flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. There's no one closer." I feel like marriage is more of a rebirth than it is a death, man. Like, when you find that person that you're supposed to be with, that you've been destined to be with, and that God put on the earth for you, then that's a time for rejoicing. It is not a time to sit there and be like, oh, well, my life is over now, and I can't go out there and hang with the fellas. And hang with the fellas ain't shit. Building a strong foundation for the rest of your family for generations to come and being a part of that quilted interaction, man, that's the best thing in the world. When I find that, it's gonna be a day I'm gonna be trying to celebrate. I'm gonna try to have a wrestling theme when I get married. Like, I want to come out like Goldberg and stuff to the altar. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a happy day. So no, it doesn't end. That should be the birth of something new when you get married. Like a new future. I love it. I love the idea of it.
I agree.
Oh, all right. Well, I feel like
how am I supposed to come behind all that? I mean, what am I? It took every goddamn thing. But I would say, if you're a player, hell yeah, your life ends. Because Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So that's just over with. But if done correctly, I think your life actually starts at that point. Because now you have a crutch to where as though, I mean, Superman needed Lois Lane. You feel what I'm saying? Every time he had doubts, who he go holler at? He went to Lois. She told him, yo, get your shit together and get out there and save the world. And he did it. So I think that's just how it goes.
Oh, yeah. Y'all are so great. Oh, my goodness. I'm shocked. I'm over here smiling. My cheekbones hurting.
Your cheekbones hurting?
Yes. So to the comments right quick. Yes. Samuel Bogans. Well, Miss Talks. I know him by Miss Talks, so everybody knows what I'm talking about. He said, women don't need game when a lot of men are excited. Yeah, when a lot of men are excited about the entrance. Oh, you like me?
You like me? Yes, I do.
You really like me? Oh, Lord. He came again with this one.
The same coochie every single time. That is what it is.
Oh, goodness.
But wait, that's not all entirely true. It depends on the arrangement you got with your person.
It does.
That's all I can say. That because you might end up getting some strange if you and your person is good with that, but it's not.
Wait a minute.
I'm just kidding. Oh, people have open marriages. I ain't married. I'm just telling y'all what people do.
Katie said, "Oh, wait a minute."
Yes.
Threesomes are real things, guys.
Oh yeah, they are. They definitely are.
Goodness.
They definitely are.
But I agree. Rebirth.
Okay. So are we ready for question number 4?
Yep, bring it on.
This might tense y'all up right here. Y'all gonna rub y'all beards for this one?
Yeah, we're probably going.
Ready?
All right.
Do you still think about your ex sometimes?
I thought you told them that women wouldn't be mad if they had a woman.
I mean, I wouldn't think so. I mean, I hope y'all have this conversation.
Wait, so are we talking about in a like, oh, loving way, or oh Lord, it's like a Freddy Krueger nightmare type
I
thing?
mean, say for instance, you walk by something and you're like, oh, this reminded me of so and so, because I have those moments sometimes where it's probably not even an ex, it could be a friend from a while back. Oh, I thought about you, you know, because sometimes there's a reason why people fall on your mind.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, let's see who's about to go first and answer this question.
So nobody wants to go first. I will go first. I'm gonna go first. All right. I will go first. So I'm gonna tell you this. Yes, that does happen, but it's not always like a positive thought. You know, be like, oh, we used to go to that restaurant. Oh, that dumb motherfucker right there. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, but yeah, I mean, it does happen. You know, sometimes I feel like that's almost a defense mechanism. You know, you think about experiences that you had with other people sometimes, and you use that as like life experiences to kind of combat things that may be going on currently in your life. So yeah, I do it from time to time. I don't see it as a big deal. I'm not sitting there like, oh, she was so wonderful, because I haven't had any of those experiences yet.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. I would like to hear what Will has to say.
I ain't got nothing to say. All I'm saying, I mean, we're human. Like, you can't stop memories from triggering. So they say what smell is the strongest trigger to memory. So if you smell something, you're like, oh, it smells like her. But I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I think about all my exes. They in my spank bank. What I'm supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes shit be rough. Hey, they there.
Hey, you gotta have it. Every guy has it. If they
highlight reel.
Right, she's in the highlight reel. If they say they ain't got it, then they lying.
Y'all, we're gonna have to go to the comments after these answers. Oh my goodness.
Dre is next.
Okay.
Dre, what do you got for this one?
Okay. If you got a spank bank, you know, piled up like my man right there, then you know you bound to think about your ex, you know, from time to time. But also, like Ashley was saying, you know, you got the good moments though. But not, you know, do you still maybe, you know, it's probably like, damn, you know, Shorty was really irritating. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know, you just having a conversation or something. But you know, nah. I mean, no, not really though.
Okay. And last but not least, Mario, what do you think about this question?
I'll say this. Anytime you're in a relationship, the one thing that always happens is that when you see this familiarity in a relationship you're with or a situation happens, there's always a relation to something you've already been through, especially if you hadn't really gotten over it or it's fresh. Of course, it comes to mind. So when you talk about thinking about an ex, you could go to a wide range of thoughts in your thought process. That doesn't necessarily mean that you miss it, doesn't mean that you hate it or you resent it. There's a lot of lessons to be learned in the ex category. But the thing about it is, when it comes down to it, you have to understand that you're in the place that you are and they're in the place that they are. I mean, they always say this old cliche as far as if you love something, you let it go. If you're supposed to have it, it'll come back to you. But the thing about it is, what happens when that situation was exactly what you needed to be who you are today? Just like in the conversations we had earlier, we were talking about age and things like that. What happens if we learn that lesson earlier and now we're exactly who we're supposed to be? When you're comparing different things, and since nobody said it yet, except for my guy, I got to say that was funny. When it comes down to the sexual part of it, sex is all a connection. And you have to understand that if you're not really connected with a person and you're having sex with them, you're basically trying to get yours and they're trying to get theirs. But what happens if the new person that you're with, you're trying to build something with, but you're still caught up in this past situation? You can't move forward. You can't do and be exactly who you need to be because you're not giving this person an opportunity to really meet all of you, but you expect the same thing from them. So how is it that you can really move forward and understand what you need to do to get past this whole ex situation. He or she is an ex for a reason. Maybe not a good reason, maybe not a bad reason. Maybe it's all together in a situation where you just needed to move forward and what you needed to do to become a stronger person. Me personally, at the age I'm at now, I just can't think about what's in the past. And especially if it's an ex, if they walked away from me, that's probably the catalyst that told me that I don't need to be there. If you said you didn't want to be and you left, you gone, I'm done, like completely done. And where I'm at now is all about moving forward. We can be cool, but at the same time, when I move forward, if you're not moving in the same direction, the best we can be is business partners. And I still got to, feed you with a long wooden handle spoon. And if we can't make money together, that's it.
Exactly.
Amen.
Okay.
I like that. I like all
right.
He go last from now on.
Huh?
Hey.
And he just go last from now on.
Look, I'm glad he did go last because apparently whatever I said, one of my exes must have hijacked my feed because I just lost y'all completely for a little while. I was like, oh snap.
Yeah, take him out of me.
Right. Let me run through these comments right quick.
Yeah.
He said, Samuel Bogan said, yeah, it's hard to forget about those crazy women. They got that fire.
Hey, that's a proven fact. That's scientifically proven.
Crazy women got fired.
Oh goodness. Let's see. Kevin 2 times.
Ask Neil deGrasse Tyson. He'll tell you. So by the way, let me do a little inside baseball. This is my cousin right here. So of course, this is the mentality.
He said, yeah, I think about old Jawbone. LOL, this is in bad time.
Why do y'all call this person Jawbone?
I can only imagine.
That's the first question I had. Why y'all call
Contact clues.
Let's see. He said, exactly. I know I have top 10 plays in my head about my exes, but you have to remember why they're your ex.
Everybody got the highlight reel. Happens.
Oh, goodness. Let's see. Will, look at that. He said, see, Will speaking the truth.
Hold up. Gotta put some horns on it.
I know I saw Dominique say that she liked your Superman and Lois. I can't find the comment, though, but she definitely said she liked that. Yes, she liked how you put it.
Very nice.
Ooh. Let's see. She also said, love it. They're an ex for a reason. That situation may have made you. Yeah, okay. Yep. I have so many of those situations there.
Ashley, I feel like me and you were recently having a conversation about that, about just how a lot of situations that you're in, it's like you're meant to go through them, deal with them, and be done with them, so you can move on to something that's actually for you. Because it's like, you weren't learning that lesson in some capacity. You got to figure it out so you can move on. Otherwise, you're going to keep looping in that cycle.
Right. Like I always tell people, break that cycle. And when I finally did, y'all, it's like any ex that comes my way, I'm like, nope, I'm glad you're good, but that's all right. Keep it pushing. So question number 5.
Yes.
Do men discuss penis size in depth like women do with boobs and booty?
No. Next question.
Will.
Oh, you know.
Come on, let's
the spotlight. You know. Oh wow.
Is everybody a hard no?
I will. You know what? I guess I'll be the one. Okay. If y'all have ever listened to the Dial 5 podcast, y'all know that this is an almost weekly occurrence.
Hey,
exactly. If you listen to it, you know.
Gator, before you read the question again. It says in depth. So just know what you got to speak on. That's what I'm saying. Read the full question.
Look. I gotta get y'all to listen to the Dial 5 podcast on Saturday.
Because I listen to it, and honestly, your podcast is the reason why I say I need to add this question in there because I really want to know if other men discuss it too.
We had an episode 3 weeks ago called Turner and Pipes.
Yep.
That's all I got to say.
You meant I ain't even gotta ask.
Look, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm mad. I'm upset.
You know, I blame it on the tequila. I really do. But yeah, you know.
So we got one hard no and one hard yes. Moria, what's your answer to this question?
Can I just say no for everybody?
Right.
You said hard no too?
You did a second opinion, huh? Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. I have a really good circle of people. I don't have a large circle, but it's hard for me to stay out past 9:30, 10:30 at night with guys. We have the same thing. I don't want to discuss it. I don't even want to think about being around the guys after a certain hour. Because at that time, we're all looking at the same thing. So whether I have it at home, I'm trying to take it home, I don't want to be around somebody who possesses the same characteristics as me. So that's a no across the board. We don't talk about that. We talk about what you guys talk about. I'm just going to be honest. If y'all are talking about booty size, we're talking about booty size.
I'm talking about booty size.
So understand that much. And we're talking about the size, the shape, the circumference, the rises, the falls, the plateaus, who was, who wasn't. We would probably talk about that more so. So all of us would definitely be in the same conversation, but we would not be talking. We hadn't, matter of fact, I'll say this. We hadn't talked about penis size since we were going for distance in elementary school in the bathroom. And that's all I have to say about that.
Dre up there. So we know that's a no for you.
Yes. I'm right with him.
So that's
I know earlier when Gator said I'll do it, he said, no, brother, don't do it.
Somebody tell my man, yo, read the question first.
Right, like read the question, make sure you understand exactly what I'm like, look. You know?
Yeah, like, nah, we ain't doing that.
Dre, do you have anything you would like to add to this? Is it a hard no for you too?
I mean, yeah, it is a hard no. Like, yeah, men discussing, like my man said, we discussing the curves, we discussing, you know, how big is it, you know, like the booty, how it jiggles. We discussing that. Anything, the first part of this question, no. Nah. Nope. Nah.
You know what? Ironically, I keep saying hard no. The first, it was funny. I didn't even think about it, and I was like,
I heard you. I just let it slide. I just I'm gonna let her have that.
Right.
I don't know if it's
right
or not. I'm gonna let her have it.
Yeah, just leave on that cliff.
Funny. We'll get there. You ready for next question, Ashley?
Yes. Says, what do you really first notice about a woman?
Oh. Alrighty. Will, you're up first.
All right, is this pre-pandemic or pandemic?
Whatever you got. Both. Tell us both.
All right, pre-pandemic. I don't even remember. It's been so goddamn long. So right now it's eyes. I mean, I just fall in love with eyes really fast because that's all I see. But in the booty, but you know, it depends on how I see them. If they walking towards me, it's the eyes. But if they like at a distance, it's the booty. I'm gonna be real. It's pandemic shit. You know what I mean? It's simple with me.
It ain't your beauty, it's your booty.
Okay.
I can't see it. I mean, what I'm supposed to do?
Dre, what do you notice first about a woman?
Be honest with you, the face. But I mean, we all men, so I mean, the booty though. I mean, come on. I mean, if the junk big, we gonna be like, damn, you know, bro. You see that right there? Yeah, I see that. You feel me? But if you that type of guy, you be like, man, she is pretty. You feel me? Like you can't help. Like you gotta talk to the person looking at them, so you know they attractive, you know that they look good. But if you maybe like 10 years ago, the first thing you gonna look at is she fat first? Your homeboy trying to hook you up. She got an ass. Like that's the first thing you're gonna think. She ain't got no ass, then you ain't trying to man, what? The face. She gotta be gorgeous.
Wow.
Let me add little booties matter, okay? Okay.
So, let me just put this in there. With
They
me,
do.
it don't have to be like monster ass. It just gotta be proportional to your body size. So it can be little if you're you know what I'm saying?
So next, I would like to hear from Gator, please. We want to call Gator to the stand. Thank you.
Gator beta.
I mean, ass, of course. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a thigh person. I'm a thigh man. So, if they got a nice little stank walk or something like that, I can kind of peep that out. Especially when you're in like a store, like you're in a Walmart or something. You catch them on the other aisle. Now, it used to be pre-pandemic that I would make sure I walk by them to make sure they smelled all right, because stank walks sometimes come with stank chalk. But yeah, it's usually about thighs and ass. Yeah, it really is. It really is. If they cute in the face, that's good too. But
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Morio, what is it that you first really noticed about a woman?
It depends. Now, honestly, of course, there's always the physical. I mean, I'm a very highly driven person. If you catch my drift. So when it comes to seeing a woman, although I see all of the physical, it's not hard to see. It's how she carries it. Like she said, I mean, little booties matter, but the thing about it is, whether it's big or small, or a little bit more than some of us may be able to want to handle, it's how she carries it, how she carries herself. I used to have this thing when I was younger about, by the time I actually say something to a woman, how she speaks. So regardless of everything that the eyes first see, I'm really bigger on the first impression of the second thing that I see. Because the first thing I notice is not hard to see because it's right there in front of me. But I look at the second or third thing because I may see all this ass, I may see all these titties popping out, but how is she carrying it? Because at the end of the day, I've been to plenty of strip clubs or plenty of bachelor parties. And at the end of the day, I'm not giving my money to something I can't take home. So if I see you in the mall, if I see you in any other store, and since COVID's been going on, if I see you with a mask on and this looks like you don't even switch them out or whatever's going on, I don't care what you look like. That looks like contamination to me. So at the end of the day, however you want to move, it's all in how you carry yourself. I'm looking at how you carry yourself to see if you have goals, see if you're driven, see if you're trying to, please put on a good front for me. Act like you're always in an interview. Because when I put my feet on the pavement, my first foot forward, I'm looking at, okay, who's going to see, who's going to be, whether it's a business situation or someone's going to see me. If I was single, it would be, okay, let's say this female sees me. How am I going to be? How's she looking at me? I'm telling you like this, my braids look like crap before I actually got on this situation. I went in, I washed my hair. I made sure everything was at least halfway decent. I had my little Maxwell going on and all that good stuff. So if I'm going to put my best foot forward, I need you to carry you the way you carry you. And by all means, please be honest. Because if I'm going to lay it on the table, I need somebody that's going to at least give me a choice. And what I'm seeing with these titties and ass hanging out is not giving me a choice. It's telling me you should take this. And at the end of the day, if you're telling me I should take this, that means you have nothing else to hide. So, that's pretty much my take on it.
Okay.
I love that, actually.
To the comments.
Please.
Samuel Bogans, eyes, booty, smile, breast, and then intelligence.
And then
I can see that. I mean, if it's the first thing that he's walking up, like you're not gonna know the intelligence right off. So I get it.
Lot before intelligence.
He also said little booties do matter. Okay. Let's see. Sylvester said boobs first.
Get the
then I know. Okay. Mario, he said facts when I can't remember exactly what it was. I was trying to remember. I should have wrote it down. Then I know he said word right after that. And then this took a lot of people out right here when he said contamination.
Contamination. But that's
It's the truth, though. It's the truth.
Cleanliness is
Hell, like I say, pre-pandemic, I used to literally walk around and like I say, I'll see the booty, but let me walk close to you and see.
Oh my God.
Negative.
You know, do you agree? Hi, Deborah Cole.
Hey, Deborah. She said,
Queen,
"Welcome to the party."
What up, Queen? We appreciate you joining.
So, time creeping up on us. Let's see. Question number 7.
Yep, let's get it.
All right. What determines if a woman is dateable?
Oh, okay, Gator.
What determines if she's dateable?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as long as she has some sort of wits and ambition about herself, then she's dateable. I've met women before where it's like, oh, you fine as hell. You know, I want to get to know you. Okay. And I had that first phone conversation. And, oh, man, you failed the pre-interview. I'm sorry. You will not get a call back. You know, as long as they have some ambition with them and I see that they want something out of life and they are actually, you know, down to learn something about me, because there's a lot of women that self-absorbed, then yeah, they're dateable. So that's my prerequisite. Now you can always get rejected later for some other stuff, but to jump into the date stuff, yeah, okay, yeah, I can do that. That's all we're doing.
Kaya, you're muted. You're muted, Kaya.
Oh, I'm thinking. I said Gator has at the bottom of his girlfriend's application.
Yeah,
like, we
basically.
reserve the right to reject later based on
Right. Right.
Okay, Mario is up next for this question. What determines if a woman is dateable?
I feel like I'm getting like closer in the early parts of the rotation
You
right
are.
now. For me, again, it's basically how she carries herself. And like my guy was saying, for me, I'm a creative. I have a lot that I work on. You know, I can cook for myself. So since I know how to cook, I don't need you to cook. Since I can do all these other things personally, I need you to be you. So if you're dateable, when, you know, as we go into that first interaction, I'm looking at what exactly do you have going for yourself, you know, outside of your 9 to 5. If your 9 to 5 is your ambition, you're trying to climb higher and do things, great. If you have an entrepreneurial exploit that you want to explore, cool, do your thing. But the biggest thing for me is we both need to have what we have as individuals to see what we bring to the table. If you can't bring you to the table and you're trying to see what I bring to the table the whole time, you can't necessarily, keep a tab on me when everything about me is ambitious. Like my guy was saying, she has to have some ambition, about herself. Because at the end of the day, she's not going to understand my ambition if she doesn't have any. She's not going to understand late nights, early mornings, long days, times where I need to brainstorm. But when I come to her with an idea, she's not going to understand how to really be receptive of it because she doesn't understand what that type of ambition is. And that's kind of deeply rooted, which is another conversation. But when it comes to her, and when you first begin this, I've been in situations where I'm the new thing. I'm the different. I've never seen that before. So when you explore a person like myself, you kind of get this like, wow, okay, let me indulge a little bit more. But then you realize what kind of work it takes for me to reach my goals. And if you don't understand that from a personal standpoint, then you're not dateable for me and I'm not dateable for you. So it goes beyond the woman being dateable to, are we even compatible? Because if you can't even date yourself, why the hell would I fuck with you?
Okay. That's understandable right there.
I like it.
He said, yes, Mario, preach. I mean, teach, brother.
Love it. Okay.
What we got next?
Dre, what's your answer to this question, Dre? What do you think?
What determines if a woman is dateable? I'm gonna go with a great mindset, a good mindset, because she don't have a good mindset, and she looking at things, negative, and just not looking to anything positive. Everything right there is not gonna really go nowhere. Ambitions, goals, determination, and of course, you got to be attractive because you can have all these, ambitions and goals. If I don't see if any, attractive in you, I don't really want to date you for real. But like I said, great mindset. It shows that you have the determination, whether you believe, and you got dreams and goals. So that's my answer.
Hey.
Okay. And of course, last but not least, Will. What's that?
I don't even know how to come in on the anchor of this. I'm gonna say so I'm gonna say yeah, definitely gotta be a positive spurt. Definitely gotta have something going on in life. Like I be having a lot of shit going on. And if you just sitting back doing nothing, that means you're gonna bother me all day. And I'm gonna get so fucking annoyed that I'm gonna just like, you know what, I'm done, I'm gone. I can't even deal with it. And I'm kind of going through that right now, but that's a whole nother story. So yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need some ambition. You gotta have some shit already going on. You ain't gotta be, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be making all the money in the world, but you gotta have some type of plan. You gotta be working it. I can't
be able to take care of yourself.
Oh yeah.
I said basically they need to be.
Wait, Will, do we need like an intervention right now? You mentioned something right now. You got your brothers here right now. It's here to, for support, man.
I want to hear.
Men coming together to help other men. That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Slid in the DMs, you know what I'm saying? I entertained it, but then I realized she ain't got shit going on. Like,
hey, we here for you, dog. We here.
Hey, like men as podcasters, we run into that all the time, though. Like, there's a lot of times you'll get people in the DM and it's like, really? Hold on. Like, what are you really about? Why are you coming at me? So I feel you. I definitely feel you.
Oh.
I don't want to block her because she actually listens to the podcast. So, I don't know what to do.
Look, that's why
you gotta mute her.
It's not even just podcasters. I just started podcasting. I started podcasting at the first of this year. And the thing about it is, when it comes down to you just being a person who's driven towards a particular goal. Yeah. If you can't date or be with somebody who has goals of their own, even if they're traditional or non-traditional, you cannot necessarily relate to that person and they can't relate to you. It doesn't mean you're bad people. It doesn't mean they're inconsiderate. They just don't understand your level of thinking. Your realm of thinking, it's not a higher or a lower. It's your realm of thinking. You're in a different space. And we were talking earlier before we started about where we were from, our ages and things like that. The thing about it is, what's common to each of us is our common sense. I can't say my common sense is the same as somebody from Cali. I can't say my common sense is the same as someone from Alabama or Mississippi. My common sense is where I'm from, which is Marianna, Arkansas. I'm from Arkansas. So what's common to me is different. So when you talk about dating people who are from outside of that geographical location, you get into something a whole lot deeper. So you have different ambitions because you have different resources. And sometimes we put limitations on ourselves based on what we know we can actually achieve when we don't necessarily either have faith or we don't necessarily know what's available to us. Kind of like you don't know what question to ask until you're posed with the situation.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
True. Facts.
Let me get my massive horns.
I
got one more for you. I had to get
I like that one.
I gotta get an air horn, man.
I talk too much. I'm sorry.
No, bro, you good, man. You good.
Oh, goodness.
You're great.
My finger got happy.
Ashley, you ready to go in?
Yes.
What is one thing about women you know to be true? Dre is up first.
That look Will just gave. Oh my goodness.
I'm thinking. Shit.
Sneaky.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Sneaky.
Sneaky. Okie dokie.
Can't argue with that.
Let's see who's next. It is Gator. What is one thing you know to be true about the ladies?
Whew, sensitive, overly sensitive at times. And this is a sensitive man talking. So
Oh, I can't argue with that either.
Fair.
yeah, sneaky, sensitive.
I'm sensitive. I damn sure
Okay.
am. Will.
Oh, man, I'm single and I'm this live shit. Y'all fucking up my y'all about to fuck it up for me. Shit, I wasn't ready for this. God damn. I'm trying to walk the thin line right now. I'm gonna say, shit. Is there a skip button? Like, can I hit a skip or something?
You want us to come back to you?
Yeah. I don't want to.
Okay. We can do that.
Shit.
Let's go to you and we'll go back to Will.
I would say as soon as this question popped up, the first thing that came to mind is women naturally obligate themselves. Like women are nurturers by nature, but they naturally obligate themselves. Let's say you're in a relationship, and my podcast covers a lot of this. Even if you don't ask a woman to do something, they naturally think, let me worry about the kids. What do the kids need? What are they eating? What does he need? Where is he? What does he need? Why hasn't he come home? How was his day at work? What do I need to do so I don't step on these toes? Who's pissed him off today? He's getting on my nerves. It's like women naturally obligate themselves without even knowing it. And that's why there's a lot of underlying stress when it comes to women, because by nature, the first thing they want to do is be there for every single person. And when you get in a relationship with a woman, that's why there's the mother, there's the father, there's the sister, there's the cousin, there's the nieces and nephews. They remember everybody's birthdays because they obligate themselves to be that person to be relied upon. And so that's why when things happen, they take things to heart because they put so much thought and so much work into what they do. So one thing I know to be true, without going into one of my long drawn out answers, is basically women will obligate themselves to so much without even realizing that they themselves actually need a break and need someone to be obligated to them.
I can agree with that.
I like that answers. We like it.
I can agree with that. We lost Gator somewhere. I don't know what happened, but he'll probably be back
to
in.
Will's answer. He needed us to do a skip, man.
I couldn't even think of nothing. And so I would say women don't listen. I was trying not to say it, but women don't listen. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It is what it is. I said what I said.
Thank you. That's okay, because I know I have a hard time listening and still do.
Okay. We're not gonna argue with it. We know it all to be true.
Okay.
What's wrong, Gator?
See, I didn't think I was gonna get in trouble. Like I ain't got no exes that I gotta worry about. I ain't got none of all that kind of stuff. But apparently I'm saying something wrong. Because every time I give one of them kind of, edgy answers, all of a sudden my internet connection go out. Look, I had to look outside, like, wait a minute.
Okay. We are almost to the end. So question number 9.
Let's go.
What could make a woman come off as intimidating?
Oh, okay. Dre, you get first again this time. Dang,
Okay.
Why Drake go first?
Okay. I can say what would make them come off as intimidating, as they could be like, well, I got a job and I make this much money, and I don't need a man for nothing, or if she got a job and she make more money than him, it's certain ways could come off. A woman can come off very, very intimidating. I probably would say a high power job. Some men might like that, but you know, I say probably that.
Sound
Okay.
like to me.
I had a lot of people tell me that at one point, but I never really threw my money in their face. I was like, yeah, I mean, I make pretty well. I can take care of myself, you know. And some people would tell me, you doing too much. I mean, ain't nobody else gonna do it for me.
Because a man want to take care of a woman. So when a woman, you know, say, you know, I can do, you know, bad all by myself, or I don't need you, you know, that throws us off. Like, damn, like, you know, I want to take care of you. So we don't want to be hearing that, you know. So
Okay, I like that. Interesting answers. Gator, what makes these women come off as intimidating to you?
He's scared to answer.
No, I ain't scared. Look, I'm almost, but no. Real answer though. Real answer.
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever been intimidated.
Oh, yay.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I was the dude that, you know, used to sneak in the club when he was 16 years old, and I used to try to find the finest thing in the club and go shoot at her because I felt like, you know, the worst she could do is say no. You know, I mean, and if she say no, that's her loss. I mean, my little 16-year-old brain, you know, little chubby guy. But you know, at the same time, I mean, there's no reason to be intimidated. If you're secure in yourself, there's nothing that you could do to intimidate me because I'm secure in myself. So I don't care how much you're making. You know, I'll shoot at Oprah if she's Oprah. If you're listening, I see you, girl.
I ain't scared to go get you.
Who's stabbing?
Comment right fast. Samuel Bogan said, I'm never intimidated by a woman's money, status, or intelligence. That is a turn on. I respect her realness. I love a challenge.
Ooh.
Okay.
You like it. Okay, Morio.
Oh, goodness.
For me, when I was much younger, it was intimidating, again, how she carried herself. And if I wasn't confident in myself at the time, everything about a woman was intimidating because I had so much respect for women. I was raised by, again, a great woman, which is still alive today. Not many can say that. And all I've ever known were strong women who worked hard. So it was intimidating to me if I wasn't where I needed to be. And I think that a lot of times men see women as intimidating or too independent when they themselves are used to a certain how do I put it? They feel entitled. And me, myself, I don't feel entitled to anything but the respect of what I earn. So for me, right now where I am, nobody's intimidating. I'm confident in myself. I'm confident in my creativity. I'm confident in who I am, where I want to go. So you're going to have to bring something to the table other than money or body and different things like that. You're going to have to bring a connection. And that doesn't mean that if we don't connect, you're less than me, or we don't connect, I'm less than you. It just means that we don't connect. So there's no intimidation. It's only where I'm going and where you're going. If we're not headed in the same direction, then it's not going to work. But if we both have the same goals and we want to try to make this work, and I met with a much older couple who had been together for a while. They said it's not so much as all this extra outside of a relationship or however you meet a person. It's if you both have the same goals, you just have to figure out together how you're going to get there. So intimidation is not even a factor. And that's just pretty much where I am in my life right now. Much younger me probably would have given a different answer. But right now, there's no intimidation because I'm good with me.
I love all these strong, secure man answers. Gator's gone again.
He said the wrong thing again. Gator, we got to get you together now.
Okay. Will.
Man, I thought we agreed not to put me behind this black king, man.
Look, Deborah said y'all got the right panel tonight. I'm just taking notes. Yes, I feel it. I love it.
Okay.
Oh, one more. Exactly. Bring your mofo a game. All of the degrees, money, status, because I am grinding to the top. Let's go.
Okay, I like it. Okay, Will.
Hey, man, y'all keep putting me behind the poetic, prophetic black king and shit, man. Y'all making me look bad, man.
No.
All right, so for me, I'm gonna just speak to my experience. I grew up and lived in Baltimore all my life. If you know anything about Baltimore, you understand where I'm about to go with this. So, what's intimidating to me about a Baltimore female that I come in contact with on a daily basis is just being overly aggressive, loud, boisterous, and cursing a lot. That shit is intimidating because I don't know if she want my number, she about to rob me, or kidnap me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So that's what I got.
Oh my goodness, I'm dead.
That's not the first time I've heard that from a person from Baltimore who said that. That's why this is so funny.
I'm telling you, I'm keeping it real.
Gator, who you pissing off?
Okay.
Oh, we can grab
Watch
a
me
comment
on,
real quick.
y'all to watch me on many podcasts.
And this
right?
never happens.
This ain't never happened.
Oh no, Gator.
I'm looking through my. I'm like, who watching? Wait, who watching the feed? Hold on, let me see who watching this feed right quick.
Yeah,
You
Mary
know?
LP. She said it's intimidating if you lack confidence. Intimidation is a result of confidence level.
Yes.
Let's see. Samuel Bogan. Oh, brother, you're handling your own wheel. He said she's gonna do it all. Run me those socks.
Man, they take your socks, yo. You doing bad.
All right, last question to wrap things up. This has been so fun. I love it.
Yes.
I've really got a good laugh tonight. So, what could help you become more vulnerable with a woman you are in a relationship with? This one gets deep.
Ooh, okay. First is Dre. You came with a last question.
Can I go next?
Yeah. Of course.
Let me go. Hey, let me go. Well, let me go.
Go. You got this. You got this, man.
You about to put me behind the Black King again. Fuck that. I'm about to keep this short. So, what would help me become more vulnerable? It's time, because I'm not gonna give you anything you can use against me if I don't really know you. I'm gonna just be serious.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest. That's God honest truth. It's gonna take time. I don't really know you like that, and I don't know, what you're gonna use against me to get your way. I gotta figure out how manipulative you are. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna take time.
I can agree.
Okay,
with
I like that answer. Very practical.
And I gotta use the bathroom, so that's why I wanted to go first. I'm out.
Do that.
For sure. That ain't been.
Okay. Dre, I'm gonna come back to you.
I guess, something that would help me become, more vulnerable, is just time, I guess, spending with her. I really don't know on this question right here though. It's a little trick one for me. But I don't know. I'm not too sure on this one.
Okay.
Mario, we want to know what you got to say. I'm sure the people are curious.
So y'all gonna have me follow up Mario?
Yes, we are. So make sure you follow up.
Well, honestly, for me, I used to have a big problem with vulnerability. Pretty much all of us do. We have a problem with being vulnerable because we remember what it was like when we pretty much opened up, gave everything we could. So now I'm at a point where, like I said, the whole rated poetic thing with me is I feel like everything in life is poetic. And if you really reach back and look at what poetry meant to some people, it was the only way they could express themselves. So for me, being vulnerable is easy. When I first meet you, I'm going to give you all of me, because the last thing I want is when we break up, when we're done, for you to say that I didn't give my all. I wasn't vulnerable. I didn't talk. I didn't share my feelings. I didn't cry, whatever it is. I don't really care about all of that. If I have tear ducts, I'm going to cry. I don't really give a fuck. So my thing is, when it comes down to it, I have to be me. And so I had to do that long before we were in a relationship. And I didn't know that before. So as I grow and get into a more evolved relationship, I got to be who I am. because I don't want to leave anything on the table. I played football. I ran track. We had to make sure we gave our all. When it comes to a relationship, you never want to feel like that last conversation. Damn, I was in an argument, but I should have said this. She would have got it. She would have understood. So I don't want to ever feel like the last day of our relationship that I didn't give everything I could. So as far as being vulnerable, that's the easy part. I don't feel like holding my tears in. I don't feel like not telling her the story. I don't feel like not giving where I came from or my ambitions or my dreams and things like that. So at the end of the day, if you don't accept me for me, then it's fuck you anyway, because at the end of the day, a lot of people require a whole lot more than they're willing to give. You can require of me to give, but if you still got a wall up, I'm not going to keep hitting my head up against a brick wall. And you're going to require me to give all of what I have. I'm going to give it anyway. So I'm going to win, because at the end of the day, if we make it, we're good. I can teach you how to give your all. But if we don't make it, I can feel good about it. And if you decide that you're going to step away, okay, cool. You step away and you have this whole feeling of, damn, I should have told him about my childhood. I should have told him about where I came from. This nigga that fucked me over, this nigga that looked at my ass and first saw me as this and all of these other things and wanted to get with me and bend me over in all these other pretzel phases. And then now that didn't work. I still had to give him who I was in order for us to work. So yeah, my drive is high, but my drive is a whole lot higher than sexual. You have to understand. And when you listen to my podcast, at the sound of my voice, you'll understand where I'm coming from. The whole mental state of whoever I'm dealing with has to be on a whole nother level in order for you to understand where my vulnerability comes from. So if you can get with that, you have no problem understanding and being receptive of my vulnerability, because I'm going to give it to you regardless.
Right.
Ooh,
Real quick, a few comments came up. Samuel Bogan said, next time I need to be on the panel. You did a wonderful job. Great job, family. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see, Mary P. This panel has been awesome. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
Then we have, yes, Morio, poetry is how we paint pictures with words, embrace our vulnerability, tongue-tied, vulnerability. I can't even say it right now, and express our passion with the world or with that special person. I'm gonna get it
and
right.
that also means you gotta spit something before you get off the show tonight, bro.
Oh.
That also means, they want to hear it, man. They keep bringing it up. They want to hear it.
First, need your answer to question 10. You're the only one who has an answer.
You don't want to come behind that shit.
Man.
When I look at this question, the first thing I think is Tony. Straight up. So the 3 T's though: trust, transparency, and truth. I mean, I don't care how much time I got with you. If I can't trust you, that's a problem. And the only way that I'm going to get trust from you is if I get that transparency from you. And you know what? Transparency don't mean a damn thing if you're not telling me the truth. So all those things go hand in hand with each other. So, how do I become more vulnerable? I'm not about to put my heart on the line if I'm worried about you stabbing it. So as long as you're transparent with everything that you feel and everything that you want, you know what I hate? I hate when I'm talking to people and they want to be hidden and they want to, I'm just guarding my heart. You know what? Part of life is being able to say, I'm going to put my heart on the line. You're not going to find what you're looking for unless you're willing to give 100% of who you are. So any relationship that I get in, it's going to be 100% from the get. So, and some people get nervous about that. They be like, Lord, he telling me everything. He giving me he giving me all the ones and twos. That's fine. That's fine, because you have the choice at that point. You can either say, you know what, he's being transparent, but I'm not really down for that. Okay, that's cool, because you're not supposed to be in my life anyway. Next. Okay. As far as, being more vulnerable, I'll be vulnerable as the world, as long as I can trust you. As long as you're transparent with me, I'm good.
Beautiful.
Okay, look at y'all.
Okay. We do have a beautiful panel of gentlemen.
We do. I love it. This has been great. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, listeners. We hope you guys come back. We have more in store. Like this tonight was awesome. I knew it. I felt it. Like when we were putting it together, I felt it. This was good.
You guys are our very first collab situation. So thank you guys for helping us make this possible and for being so prompt and prepared randomly with these questions.
I smell a part too, though. I smell a part too.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, thank you.
Me too.
Yeah, definitely. Sequel.
Oh, anybody have any last words before we go ahead and
click off?
Okay. Nope.
Just follow my Instagram.
But yeah,
check out Sound of My Voice podcast, please.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, here we go. There you go. Now y'all can do it. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Yeah, you
all
can.
that good stuff.
Take my name off. Yeah, I can see my shit.
Oh yeah, we got room for one more. You're next.
You're damn right.
You are next. Oh, ladies, we have something up for y'all too. So get ready.
Yes. We're gonna have a little panel of women coming in soon for some ladies fun, just like with the men fun. So thank you guys for being a part of this and being so awesome and so willing to just come to our platform. I hope that we can come to your platforms individually and together. I would love to. Absolutely.
I'll make that happen.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, guys,
follow me on Instagram. Right there. Boom. Right there. There you go. And all the ladies on here.
Like my guy Black Love over here, Black Love Renaissance, like right here. Yeah. Line that up right there.
If you're listening,
shout out to everybody.
Thank you guys for listening and for tuning in and commenting and interacting with all of us. We appreciate your comments and your listening ears for sure as well. And
all right,
I guess
and
we'll conclude our show.
Okay, before we go though, I see a few comments down saying that you would love to be a part of the panel. Just contact us at one of the pages, Caution Women at Play. It's the same on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and you can also email us. And that is cautionwomenatplaypod@gmail.com. And if you missed it, the link is in the bio.
Boom.
Woo! And we out.
We out.